Hey y'all, good evening. I moved stuff around earlier and then I did not go back and move it back. So, yes, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why I moved stuff earlier. Let's see. Swipe left. Swipe to reveal. See? Okay. Anyways, hi y'all. It's Monday. It's the last Monday of the month. Can you believe it? We are heading into October. 3 months from today is Christmas. It's just bizarre to me. Anyways, I like to always give, a few minutes before I get started and everything. That way, so if anybody wants to, join us, they can. Do a little chat or whatever. I had completely forgotten. About a month and a half ago, it was right before September. This is for talking about, September is self-improvement and self-care month. I thought it was an appropriate time to discuss this. Somebody asked me, how do I find the nerve to, Heidi's, I'm so happy. Yes, okay. Here I can't multitask. Usually I can, but okay. So somebody asked me, how do I combat the nerves to do this whole, video thing? And to do it every week, to sit here and actually schedule something every Monday. And in all honesty, I'm nervous. I do not, I do get that whole, nervousness that builds up inside. But I came across a quote. There are variations of the quote. But it says, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And one of the things that I don't like doing, and the majority of people don't like doing, is speaking in front of people. And yeah, I'm just sitting in my kitchen. The only person here is my dog. It's just me. But I have a public page. And I don't know how many people see it. But yeah, you get nervous. So one of the things I'm trying to work on is combating that nervousness with, positivity and doing this every week. And it's something I really enjoy. So since I really enjoy it, it's a little bit easier to do. One of the things I do to combat the nerves doing this is being prepared. Anybody that knows me, I am someone that probably over prepares to the point that I probably end up in more trouble because I over prepare. But I always write down, the martinis recipe. I always make a draft of notes of things that, I want to discuss, or at least an order of how I kind of want, the evening to go. And I said it in my very first Monday night when I had done my hair, I put on makeup, I'd worn actual clothes and everything. I am going to try and, be as real as possible. Hey, Bethany! And Riley, yeah, because he's walking around scrounging for food like we don't ever feed him. Yeah, so that very first week I did my, hair and makeup. I wore actual clothes and stuff. And I'm purposely having weeks where I don't do anything with my hair, don't wear any makeup, and my clothes, I got on a sweatshirt and pajama pants. Because if you come to my house, guess what? That's how you're gonna see me. So one of the things I, do to combat the nervousness is to try not to be all, concerned about that, because the majority of the time, this is what I look like. Yeah. So when I sit there and actually have to do my hair and makeup and all that stuff, it makes me a little bit more paranoid that that's not, perfect and everything. So you don't grow unless you challenge yourself. And every week this does get a little bit easier, and I do have a little bit more fun, so that is a good thing. So yay for self-improvement. So anyway, tonight is our last Saturday think it's September. Our last Monday of the month. It's the last night that we're talking about self-improvement and self-care. Next week we head into October, and I got a whole month of stuff, you know, planned. So again, if you guys ever have any ideas, please send them my way. I would love to incorporate them into the month's plan. And I've got tons of ideas for Facebook Lives, but I do kind of have Mondays where I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. So send me your ideas. What do you want to know? And y'all, I am not scared of failing. If you find a Pinterest idea that looks really, really awesome, I will try it. I'll try it. I can't tell you it'll work out, but I'll try it. And, because, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, we're all about being real. And, yeah, so here we are. All right, tonight we are making caramel apple martinis. Want to know why? Because we welcomed fall last week. Of course, I don't think Montana got that notice because we went from 90 degrees all the way down to 35. I actually turned the heat on yesterday because when we woke up yesterday morning, the house was at 61. And that was without the windows open. Yeah, we turned the heat on yesterday. Of course, by the end of the week, we're supposed to be in the 70s. But anyways, technically, it's fall. Montana went from summer to winter, just like that. I guess we're going to get a little bit of fall here in the next couple weeks or not, but we'll see. Anyways, caramel apple martini, because caramel apple to me just screams fall. Apples are like at their prime right now. Of course, we ain't using any real apples because, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and muddle apples or anything for y'all because that takes time, and it's a whole lot easier just to buy a bottle of apple schnapps and mix it all up there. Anyways, tonight you need apple schnapps, you need butterscotch schnapps. Schnapps is like one of my favorite words to say, schnapps. And then vodka, and of course a shaker with ice. You need 2 parts vodka, 2 parts, and yeah, I'm not as organized this evening as I typically am. 2 parts vodka. I have no idea what I'm doing, y'all. 1 part apple schnapps. And the thing is, if you're using sour apple, it is going to be a little bit more potent, or a little bit more tangy. And then a 1/2 part, I'm doing a little bit more than half because I really like butterscotch. 1/2 part of butterscotch schnapps. So 2 parts vodka, 1 part apple schnapps, and a 1/2 part of butterscotch schnapps. You're going to give it a good shake. I think there's like actually you're like supposed to shake for like 20-30 seconds or whatever. And there you go. Caramel apple martini. See? I do a little bit less of the apple schnapps, a little bit less of vodka, and a little bit more of butterscotch schnapps. So, I do find, I mean, I've winged these recipes and stuff before. I've made everything in the past, or I've made like a caramel apple martini in the past. And I never had a recipe. I just kind of like, it needs this, this, and this. So I pulled this recipe up, and it's okay. I mean, like I said, I do less vodka, more apple, more butterscotch. But it's good. So, anyway, tonight, like I said, so last week we're talking about self-care and self-improvement. And in all honesty, I'm kind of expecting some of these to fail because saw them online. I've only tried one of them out. The other 2, I'm not quite positive. So we will see. Anyways, you know those, a lot of companies give them away as like little incentives for you to like go log on to their website or remember them or whatever. It's got their logo and stuff on. But you know those like stress balls? You get them and you just put them in your hands, you sit there and just roll them around. That's what we're going to do this evening. And like I said, I did make one of them and it turned out really well. And I have not tried the other two. So this is one that I have not tried. First of all, grab you some empty water bottles. I can already tell you, don't go with cheap water bottles. I got a 6-pack of Walmart water, like it was less than $1 or whatever. And these are horrible bottles. So you do need something that's got a little bit more give and doesn't feel like it's going to, you know, just break and fall apart when you squeeze it. Anyways, on the inside, I have taken flour. That's it, just basic flour. I took a funnel, poured the flour in, and I had to use the end of a wooden spoon to push it in to get it to actually go into the bottle. But anyways, I have a bottle full of flour. You can use salt, sugar, use whatever you've got laying around. Anything that you know, small grit, fine grit. And that's it. And then the only other thing you need is a balloon. That's it. Now, like I said, I tried it on one of them yesterday and it worked well. I did not try it on this one, so we're going to see how it works. Take your balloon and you're going to stretch it over the end of the bottle. Then, supposedly, yep, you just shake it in there. Now, I know that as soon as I go and take this off, flour's probably going to be flying everywhere. But push it into the bottle, and yeah, I'm about to curse because I know it's about to, just go flying everywhere. And this is going to be like a comedy show. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so find a way to separate the bottle from the flour, and you're going to take the balloon off. I just put it too far up the lid, and see, just like that. Yeah. Anyways, I got it into the balloon. That's all that matters. Get in there, and then you're just going to tie it off. And the thing is, what's nice about flour is it is that really squishy, really soft, squeezable, this is probably the consistency if you were to be given a one of the stress balls in an event or something like that. This is the consistency that you would probably see. If you did like sugar or something, that'd be a little bit thicker. But and of course, if you wanted to, you could go and draw stuff on it. But if you were to draw onto the balloon and then probably squeeze it, the marker would probably come off on your hand. I don't know if it would, but FYI, it might. Anyways, there you go. There's one stress ball, just like that. And that is super cool feeling. Yeah, so there we go. Flour, balloon. That's it. All right, let me grab make myself a little bit more presentable. Yeah, anyways, all right, second one. I did do this one yesterday, and this is the one I was most excited about. Y'all know those water beads. Those cool water beads. They come in a package like this. Get them at Hobby Lobby. This one is $2.99. Sometimes you can actually get them at the Dollar Tree. But all you do is just grab a bowl and dump the beads in there. They come like little tiny pellets. Drop all the beads in there, fill it up with water, and within like 4 to 6 hours, they soak up all that water. And then what's cool is if you just leave them alone for a long, long, long time, they will dry out. All you have to do is add more water. They're meant to, put into vases for like plants and stuff. We're not using it for that this evening. All right, so those water beads. Again, all you need is water beads, a balloon, and then another bottle. I have already put some in there, and these were actually really easy to put in. Just pour them in there. This was quite funny yesterday when I did it because it beads kind of went flying everywhere. And I never know if you get water beads, don't do purple. My husband didn't know what I was doing, and he walked into the kitchen yesterday and he was like, blueberries. And he picked it up and he was like, oh, that didn't feel like a blueberry. But he nearly ate one. So if I were you, go with like a very different color than anything that, you know, someone would confuse it with. So anyway, water beads. And there they go. And they are very bouncy. And they just went down my garbage disposal. Like that. Anyway, same thing. Balloon. Put your beads inside the bottle. Put your balloon on the top. You're going to flip it over and just push them in. You see it filling up just like that. Now you can use any color balloon. If you the tutorial that I found this on, they use clear. I prefer colored. Anyways, pull it off the bottle. Squeeze out any beads that might be in there. And then pinch it off. Just like that. And Anise, if you're still here, if you are looking for an awesome sensory thing, I don't know how they would actually do with, because you know we're not supposed to have we weren't supposed to have balloons in a child care center. I don't know if they'd let this, but it's an awesome sensory activity. So there you go. That would be a fun, you know, let's talk about the differences in the texture and the feel. So there you go. Water beads inside of a balloon. Who knew? Like I said, you could use sugar, you could use salt, whatever. Yeah. All right, the last one we're going to do is not one of these stress balls. It actually is with a sock. It is a sock. Yes, Anise, try it. With a sock. All right, and what we're going to do is I have a bowl. And these are, have you ever seen those like long tubes that are filled with something, and you throw them in the microwave and you can like heat them up for a minute or so and put it across your neck or lay it across your leg or whatever whenever you've got pain or something. These are really, basically that's what you're making, is that. So all you need is rice, and basically the only thing you need to do this is rice and a tube sock. That's all you need. I'm going a little bit further, and because this is something I'm going to keep and use myself. So anyways, what you're going to do is you are going to make a whole bunch of rice, pour a whole bunch of rice into a bowl. And I've, of course, Walmart, you get a box of rice for $1, whatever. I'm going to take lavender essential oil, because most of the time when I want this to be, you know, soothed and everything is at night when I'm going to sleep. So I'm going to do lavender. That way, so when I put it in the microwave, it can heat up and I can lay it on my neck and it prepares me for bed. But if you've got like pain, lemongrass, wintergreen, peppermint, cypress, those are all really, really, really good for, marjoram is really good for pain, soothing pain. It will not get rid of your pain, but it's good for soothing pain. So anyways, I have mixed a couple drops of lavender essential oil into this bowl of rice. Now, to make it easier, I'm going to take, I just have a vase, this tube sock, drop it on the inside. I'm going to stretch the tube sock over the top. Tube socks, guess what? You can buy 2 of them at the Dollar Tree. Bet you can get rice too. So, anyways, you are going to, I need a smaller cup. I just did this so it's easier to pour it in there. All you're going to do is pour that rice into that tube sock. We've made these before and called them stinky socks, since the longer you use it, the more it cooks through. Yes. This is going to smell awesome though, because it's got lavender in it. Alright, so, yep, all you do, fill it up with the rice, and then technically, you should probably, okay, I need to put some more in there, because I did not think about the foot of the, you know, it bending. Alright, so you get the point. You're going to fill it all the way up. Now, the best way, of course, to keep it all in there is to, of course, sew. And of course, I would fill it all the way up here to the top. The best way to keep it all in there is to sew a bunch of stitches across that way. I'm just going to tie it off just like that and stretch it out. And then what you can do, just throw that in the microwave. Do it for like 20 to 30 second increments. That way so you don't burn anything. And then when you take it out, when it's to the heat that you want, then you can just take it out and then you could just like drape it across your neck. And like right now I'm smelling that lavender, and it's just like, that's my cue for like bedtime. Like every night around 9:45, I take a little bit of lavender and I like rub it up underneath my nose. And then within about like 10, 15 minutes, just like, need to go to bed. That's what it is. So anyways, that heat will feel super awesome, very soothing. The essential oils that are in it will be amplified. Again, if you use other oils, Young Living's got Stress Away, which is like a beach in a bottle. It is incredible. You can use that if you want. Lemongrass, wintergreen, peppermints, cypress are really good for soothing any kind of muscles or joints. So, I mean, it's really, really versatile. You could do pretty much whatever. So there you go. So for like $2, because you can, and actually you could make 2 of them, because you get two tube socks in a pack, and you can get a box of rice at the Dollar Tree, and for $2 you got 2 super cool stretch relievers there. I really don't know what to call it. I mean, tube sock relievers don't sound all that cool, do they? Anyway, that's basically it. So flour in a balloon, water beads in a balloon, rice, essential oils, and a sock. That's like super strong too. Anyway, that's it. Seriously, it is that simple. There are many other ways, of course, you can make these stress relievers if you want. If there are any that you've done that have worked in the past, let me know. I'd love, 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 love to hear. All right, so like I said, next week we go into October. Again, just mind-blowing to me, October. So the first couple of weeks of the month is going to be sharing a few fall recipes, or, well, yeah, recipes, do-it-yourself ideas, whatever. And then the last half of the month is going to be some Halloween ideas that I've either tried or found online. That looks pretty cool. I do have some fun Facebook Lives, hopefully planned for October. I have already put them like in the events thing. And for the most part, I've got most of November planned. I have not added that yet. But again, I welcome your ideas. I welcome your thoughts Let me know what you want to see, what you want Amanda to try. I will try most anything. Yeah, there's that. So, with all that being said, next week, like I said, next Monday, we are, I had a request that somebody wanted me to try a wreath. I am not the best at wreaths. I have made wreaths in the past and they've been okay. We're going to try one next week. It's a dollar store wreath. So it shouldn't cost you more than like $5-6 or so. Yeah, about that. Something like that. Anyways, next week we're going to make a wreath, and if all goes as planned, it's going to be an owl wreath. And then the martini will be an almond joy. Because October, the end of the month, all that candy. So next month's martinis are going to be all Halloween and candy related. Super yummy. So, I guess that's it. So like I said, send me your ideas. Go to Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, and like the Martinis with Amanda pages. Please share them with your friends. Send me your ideas. And I guess that is it. I will see y'all next week. Bye.